Kia ora TikTok. So we're checking in for your guys' weekly readings. This one's going to be for our earth signs, alright? So that's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And this will be from the 7th till the 13th of July. So first we're going to have a look at your recent past, and then we'll get stuck into what it is that you can expect for this week, okay? So first cards we have out, guys, is the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, with the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there could be a sense of you guys withdrawing and sort of spending a lot of time with yourself, okay? And I feel like there's a sense of sort of slowing down that could be happening with your guys' energy in the recent past. And I feel like this is a cause of sort of a switch up in perception. I feel like we're sort of running in a different direction to what it is that we're sort of used to. I feel like when it comes to sort of things that have become like a pattern, things that have become quite comfortable for your guys' energy, there's a sense of sort of switching up your perspective and moving in a different way, okay? Now, this is coming after a time of self-reflection. So I feel like you've been withdrawing yourself from energies that you were quite comfortable with, okay? There's a sense of taking a step back from what you're used to, guys, and your perception switching. And this is because you have sort of taken a step back. I feel like this has caused you to really see things in a different light when it comes to sort of where you're heading and your goals moving forward. But I feel like with you guys withdrawing your energy, there's been a lot of healing happening with you guys, okay? And because of this perception switch, I feel like you guys are manifesting things that are sort of more in line with what you're here to do. But not only that, I feel like it's sort of re-sparking some type of excitement within you guys, okay? Because I see you guys, with the healing that you guys have currently done, you guys are moving forward more vulnerable but more receptive. There's a sense of being quite balanced, okay? So this time of being in solitary for a lot of you guys was definitely needed for some self-reflection, so we could switch up our perspective sort of on what it is that we have around us, what it is that we're surrounding ourselves with, okay? But I feel like this week, guys, you guys are re-sparking, you guys are sort of opening back up. You are opening back up, okay? And I feel like there's some type of perception switch that you guys are moving forward with, and there's knowledge, there's new knowledge, all right? There's a different way of looking at something. And I feel like this is causing you to be more receptive and move in a different direction and sort of move in a direction that I don't think you guys would have done sort of like a month down the track. Okay, there's a lot of learning that's happened with your guys' energy and sort of the self-reflection state and the state of sort of withdrawing from what it is that you were sort of used to. I feel like there's a lot of new knowledge that you've gained, okay? And I feel like there's a big balance sort of happening with your guys' energy. And stepping into this week, I feel like there's going to be a lot of action sort of taken into this next week. And I feel like it's in a completely different direction, okay? So I feel like this could be connected to either another person, guys, or it could be in connection with someone who's quite stable, okay? Or this could be something where it affects your stability. You're moving forward at the moment, very, very stable, okay? But I feel like there's some type of plans. There's some type of plans, and there's going to be a boost. There's going to be some type of unexpected boost that happens this week. And for a lot of you, it could be connected to finances as well. But I feel like there's a sense of movement this week, all right? Now, with that Tower card, guys, I feel like there's a sense of understanding that's coming through this knowledge that you've gained over the last sort of month. Could even be extending further back than that. But I feel like whatever it is that we've released and sort of walked away from, there's a big boost coming this week. All right, and I feel like this is sort of pushing you forward some way or somehow, okay? There's a big boost that's coming. I want to see a little bit more sort of what it is. Yep, so I feel like there's definitely something that could be in regards to some type of truth coming forward, okay? And I feel like this is something where you could be working with another energy. There could be another energy sort of tied up into this, but I feel like there's something happening this week where we're sort of moving away from something. We're moving away from something, and I feel like this could even be other energies, guys, but I feel like these are influences. So these are attachments. These could even be other energies surrounding you that were quite negative. We're moving away. And I feel like if it wasn't for the self-reflection period of sort of sitting by yourself and switching up your perception, guys, This wouldn't cause you to sort of move away, but you're switching up your whole direction at the moment. And there's movement coming. There's movement. There's closing out of an old cycle and stepping into something brand new, okay? And I feel like the start of this week, guys, is going to start off with a bang. All right? There's going to be something connected to either news that sort of uplifts you in some type of way and causes you to move. All right, now for some of you, this could even be a physical move, but I feel like there's something that's going to come in this week and it's going to give you a boost. All right. So we have the Star card coming out with the Ten of Swords, guys. So I feel like there's definitely a situation that we're leaving behind. There's a wrapping up of a cycle, guys. So for a lot of you, this could be like physical travel, but I feel like there's definitely a wrapping up of a cycle, okay? And I feel like this is something, whether you might not feel it in the moment, guys, but this is a complete switch up. And it's happening with your perception even. There's a massive closing out of a cycle. And I feel like moving forward, you're going to be able to see what it is that you're sort of moving towards, okay? So there's going to be some type of way of moving. I feel like it's a complete shift in the way that you're pushing forward. So I feel like if you had plans in the past of where it is that you were going, the direction that you are moving in, guys, there's a massive switch up coming for your guys' energy, okay? And I feel like this could be in relation to you and another energy as well, or this could be multiple energies, but I don't think you're by yourself, okay? And because of all the healing that you've sort of done on yourself and releasing what it is and the patterns and the influences from this past situation, guys, you guys are stepping towards a new soul tribe, okay? So I feel like you're stepping into a new cycle that involves new energy, all right? So this could be walking away from a job situation. This could be walking away from something that you've been holding on to for a long time, guys. But it's creating some big switch up. Now, I feel like it's stepping into something that's going to be brand new, okay? And I feel like if this is in connection, if you're doing this with somebody else, or there could be other energies connected to you, you're stepping towards people that are here to support you. All right, that are more authentic. There's going to be an equal sense of give and take when it comes to these new energies that you're attracting currently, okay? Now, there's a sense of this being quite a long journey. So you're definitely bringing your manifestations in at the moment, okay? You've learned from past mistakes. You've learned to walk away from things that were sort of restricting you from elevating within your own energy. And because you've done the hard work and you've broken the cycle, guys, and you've left it all in the past, you're attracting some pretty good stuff, okay? Now, I feel like we're moving into something where you're going to be quite well respected. All right, there's a sense of equal give and take. This is dealing with energies that are on your level, because I'm seeing like a complete clear out of what it is that we used to entertain in the past, guys. And this is because of you going into solitary. This is because you were sort of put yourself first and you were seeing it from a bird's eye view. Now that you've stepped away from those influences, guys, it's sort of allowed you to sort of release a lot of confusion surrounding what it is that it was you were dealing with in the past. And now we're stepping into brand new energy. Not only that, we're attracting new energy, authentic energies. And I feel like when it comes to sort of the way we perceive things even, guys, there's a big switch up with that. What it is that we were dealing with in the past, guys, was exhausting, okay? It was depleting your energy. And I feel like it got to a point where you were completely depleted, that something had to happen. There had to be a switch up. And I feel like pushing forward now, guys, you're just starting to attract those good things. All right, so I feel like all this work that you guys have been doing on yourselves, guys, it's going to really pay off this week, okay? You're going to see the results of sort of what it is that you've been dealing with and how much you've been purging. All right, so expect that this week, guys. Good luck, and I'll talk to you guys soon.